Hi everyone, my name is Soli Afalava. The profession I decided to do is strength and conditioning. The professional in my profession his name is Coach Kano. He is from Chicago. We're in Chicago right now taking on Northwestern, so it's good to be in his hometown. The culture as a strength and conditioning coach has to be it's very demanding, time consuming. You have to be very disciplined, very well organized because there is a lot of, especially for football, there is a lot of players, and each coach has to make sure that each player doesn't cheat, gets the equal amount of reps, and make sure they grow from when they come in and leave. Um, the salary for a strength and conditioning coach, Coach Cano said it varies. For D1 powerhouse, they'll probably make. He said they'll probably make around 300 to 800,000 a year, and for a normal D1 school, will make 80 to 150,000 a year, and a small school will make 4,000 to 8,000 to 40,000 a year. The trajectory for a strength and conditioning coach starts as an intern, unpaid intern. And after you're done with that, you go into a professional intern slash a graduate assistant. And after that, you go to the entry level assistant. And then from the assistant, as a strength and conditioning assistant, you go to a head strength and conditioning coach. The education, you just need a bachelor's and a master's degree. And the mission for our team, the mission is to make sure we get bigger, faster, stronger for the season. So our strength and conditioning coaches, they really do a good job of planning everything. We have a 6-month program of lifting, working out, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each day. And their contributions is they really do a good job of getting the food that we need when we need it, especially for game days, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And Coach Kano does a really good job of, if we run out of food, he will pay out of pocket to take care of us. And there is a lot of us, so it kind of is a big budget, but that's the contributions that they make, and they do a really good job of that. What are your personal or professional influences?
It kind of goes back, it kind of reminds me of who impacted me the most in my life. And I played sports just like you. Coaches had the most impact on me in my life. So like I looked up to them when I was a younger athlete, high school, college, everything. So then I got to college, realized a strength coach was the actual job you can make money. So that's kind of influenced me. I was like, oh, I want to get involved with this and get started with this, and then knowing that I have a chance to help a student athlete out in the weight room and affect them on and off the field.
How do you deal with conflict in the workplace and in your personal life?
A lot of it has to do with communication with the athlete. A lot of it's misunderstanding how you interpret something. So say like if I'm talking to you a certain way and I want something done, you might, wherever you come from, you might take it as a certain way, like I'm insulting you when I'm not. It's just all dependent on your communication, how you deliver a message. And if you have a trust with the athlete and they understand, you might get into it a little bit, but they know at the end of the day, if you guys can come together at the end of the day, like after say a workout, I get on you and you kind of fire back, I fire back, and then we get together at the end of the workout behind the office, be like, hey, I know we understand and we know, because we know at the end of the day we're just trying to make you better. Yeah. So that's one way to handle a conflict. But in the personal life, like that too, that could be just, like I said, all communication and misinterpreting delivery on a message, whether it's your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, dad, kids, it could be anything.
How do you balance your work and life, being how busy you are with
work and life? That's a good one. As a coach, especially now during the season, it's common to work probably 7 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a day, something like that. So you do need your time to separate from your job. Someone once told me, what are your 5 things that separate you from your work? And I couldn't answer that because I didn't have 5 things. I was just too busy working. So you do need time to separate yourself from work. You need somebody to support you. It's not a typical 9 to 5 job. You're not going to work 40 hours a week. It's going to be hard. It's going to be grinding. It's going to be military style as far as listening to your boss. and follow his orders. No matter if he's right, wrong. If you believe he's right, if you believe he's wrong, you're gonna have to follow some orders. Whatever you do, it has to get done, or else you're not gonna have a job. So,
Straight to it.
yeah,
Straight.
gotta do. If your boss tells you the sky is black, then the sky is black. Seriously, that's how it is. But it's fine. It's worth it. It's rewarding. I love it. I love every day. I work a lot of hours, but it's fine because I'd rather do that than work 8 hours a day and hate my job.
Hate your job. Got you. What are your personal and professional philosophies and values?
It goes back to kind of like how I was raised, man. It was just like anything I did was just it has to get done. It has to get whatever a job is. Like I started in my career. I was an intern at the University of Iowa, and I was just cleaning weights off on my hands and knees, scrubbing the weight room, picking stuff up, putting it away, just doing what I was told. They were like, "Hey, do this, do that." And before the head strength coach was done with his sentence, I sprinted to go take off and do whatever it was, whatever it took. And I had my master's degree. I was working on my master's degree. I had my bachelor's degree. I was working for free, like 70 hours a week. And then before that, I was working at UPS loading trailers. And it's like whatever your job is, you just got to do it. And I live by this quote. It's, Jimmy V, this basketball coach from the 80s. It's simple. It sounds stupid, but it's like, don't give up, don't ever give up. He was battling cancer. The guy fought for his life. He ended up dying, and now they have the Jimmy V Foundation, like through ESPN and all that. But then I remember hearing that in high school, and just remembering like, man, like you lose close games, and don't give up, don't ever give up. So ever since then, I've been that's the back of my mind. Everything I do, everything. So like, yeah.
Is this your dream job or career?
So far, yeah. I mean, everything I've done up to this point since I got out of college, probably about 4 years ago, has worked up to here. Like, I've lived in 5 states in like 3 years. I've like accepted. It's not easy. I accepted a job. I was working in Michigan. Accepted a job in Texas, and they're like, "Hey, can you start Monday? If not, I'm gonna call somebody else." I'm like, "All right." So I moved down. I packed my Honda Civic I had at the time, drove all the way to Texas. I had nowhere to live, slept in my car the first night. But yeah, it's just whatever. Like I said, don't give up. Whatever it is to get done. And right now, I feel like I'm living my dream as far as dream job. Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Well, there you go. You heard it from Coach Cano, strength and conditioning coach from Chicago. Go Rebels.
Go Rebels.